Now, just like any other first-person shooter game, headshots do count. However, you cannot kill everything with a headshot. Some enemies have to be taken down certain ways. Some enemies are even capable of exploding, and when they explode, they can actually kill multiple teammates. So, yeah, it gets pretty challenging in the long run. Like, you really have to have your aim on point. See what I mean? And these are the first enemies that you take on. So you can kind of get a little, hunch of what's to come later on.
You want a piece of me?
Another thing is that enemies can come from behind you on this game. So not only are you watching your front, you have to watch your back as well. Because they'll sneak up from behind you and kill you sometimes instantly. Like I say, the characters that explode, they explode on contact and they can take out like the entire damn team. If you're all grouped together, they take you all out with one hit. Done. Shotgun blast to the face.
How long since you were here last?
Captain Ross?
Who's there?
Ross?
Shh.
And we get our first image of the firstborn, first being.
Look. Don't move. I think it wants us to follow.
Everyone stay close.
Now, okay, this what you're seeing right now. She just casted a blood spell, which if I'm not mistaken is called the Blood Ward. She is the Blood Witch on the team. Now, when you play as her, the downfall of playing as her is that she has to use her blood in order to perform a spell. By her doing so, it literally drains her vital. So while she's doing these spells, she can only take so many hits. Is she a good character to have in the team? If she's not, as long as it's not close combat, she's useful.
Don't look now. Friendly fire, go nuts.
Another thing about the AI, just like I said, the AI is just fucking horrible. It's hard. I can't deny that. It really is. Like sometimes the enemy will come straight up to him and it'll be hitting them, and these fuckers will just be standing there just shooting off rounds. Like they don't move, they don't hide behind stuff. They're not good at taking cover. So you're pretty much gonna be depending on your own ass half the time to even progress through this game.
Ice crystals. The ground's frozen.
A blood sigil? That's serious magic.
It makes sense, doesn't it? If they knew they were under attack, they'd have rites and incantations in place to lock the facility down.
Can you unbind it?
Sure can. This is one of ours. You might want to step back a bit. before it closes again. You don't want to be halfway through when it does. No
So to wrap this up,
Come with me. Abby,
is this game worth it?
that door doesn't
Yeah, I
open
would
from
say
the
it's
inside.
pretty
I
worth
need
it.
you to let us
I say
out.
if I have to give if I have to give it a rating for all the content it has on it, and for the story and for the originality of it, I would have to say I would give this game a 9 out of 10. It's actually pretty good to be a first person survival horror sci-fi word can I use to sum it up? Action game. Yeah, I would pretty much say it's like you're going through corridors, you got stuff jumping out, you know, from behind you. You know, you really don't have stuff like that in first person shooter games, where not only do you have to focus on what's coming in front of you, you have to also look behind you as well, because enemies will literally sneak up behind you. Like you'll hear them, but you don't know what direction they're coming from. So yeah, and it has its boss battles. You know, the boss battles are, if you don't pay attention to what's going on the screen, you'll never really figure out the boss battles because they're not explained to you. It's not like, oh, this is glowing red, you know, that's where you're supposed to shoot at. Or when you see an eyeball or some shit pop up on their back, oh, that's where you're supposed to shoot. The boss battles are not like that. The
What are we
boss
looking
battles on
for?
this game
There's a huge array of
are,
paranormal
they're
detection
unique
and
because
surveillance gear constantly
you might be
monitoring
fighting
out
two
the
things
lead
at
for
one
any sign
time,
that the dimensional
and you would
ranges
think to yourself, oh, I need to
find
kill
and
this
recover
thing,
that data
when
so
in
we can
reality
determine
you
what
actually
damage
need
is
to
done
kill
and
the second
hopefully
target.
undo it.
So that's another thing to keep in mind. You can have two bosses on the screen, but one of the bosses, only one of the bosses, is what you actually need to be attacking. The other one is actually to protect the main boss. And you don't find that crap out later on until, like, you know, your first playthrough of it, or your first the first boss that you go up against. You'd be like, oh, okay, now I get it. I don't have to shoot this. I don't have to shoot that enemy. I had to shoot the other target. I had to shoot the other guy. So the boss battles are unique. The characters are unique. The gameplay is unique. If you're the type of person that doesn't want to shoot everything, they mix it up with a little bit of magic, a little bit of spells. What else? You have your you can actually switch on the fly to any character that's alive at the moment. Any character, like, you know, maybe this character is too magic based. You don't want that. Maybe you want to just go in guns blazing. They got a character for that. Choose that character on the fly. Whether you're in combat, whether you're going to another area, it doesn't matter. You can switch characters on the fly. Extremely
Drop your
good.
weapon.
Don't you fucking move!
So yeah, I would say that if you can pick this game up, you might want to test it out if, you know, you like
Muriel, I swear it's me,
sci-fi
Paul Rawlings. We met
horror
in
elements
96.
in your
I was
games.
your handler in Chechnya, then Sudan.
What about Prague?
So yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
New Year's Eve at the Hotel Bohemia. We danced a Cole Porter tune sung in Czech, then drank ourselves stupid on absinthe. I'm afraid my memory gets a bit fuzzy after that.